Okay. Shuffling for ya, my deck. This is the Shadow Art Finds deck. It's interesting because a lot of the same things have been kind of coming through. So, like, I know a lot of people are still on the same type of journey or healing path, so I've seen some of my other videos. It's really why, like, a lot of this stuff is still kind of coming up. Or could be coming up. Because if you're seeing this, it's probably applicable to you in some way. But, of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Ooh, interesting. I got an interesting spread. So first we have the traveler card, fire, the doe, and terror. So this one did come up first before the doe. So really, the way that I'm seeing this is the travel card is speaking to like a journey, speaking to this metaphorical traversing through the spiritual and physical and mental and emotional planes. You know, you can kind of see the planets there, speaking to all the aspects of this traveling. Hold on. Sorry, had to tend the cat. He's needy. So the fire card is next. Fire, right? Fire can mean many different things. Rebirth, growth, renewal from the flames, right? From the destruction that it brings. But that being said, fire, uncontrolled, unfettered, can cause so much destruction that you might not be able to recover from it, right? Not in the sense of like completely unrecoverable, but like the sense of a controlled burn turning to a wild forest fire, right? So there are these things that are coming up in the fire card. You know, as you're going through this healing journey, this traveling card is talking about. It is kind of a lighting a flame within you as you're discovering all these things about yourself and healing these things about yourself. And that's where the Terror card also comes in, because you're facing a lot of terrifying things that could consume you if you let them. You know, the doe, I feel, is a representation of you. This is your more nurturing side, your more, I don't want to say feeble, but soft side. The you who is you when you're able to be safe and vulnerable. And you're able to nurture, you're able to be kind and sweet. And a lot of things that have happened and a lot of things that you're healing are really coming up in a way where it's like you want to kind of get back to yourself of who you are. You know it's not going to be possible in the same way, right? You're not going to be able to be the doe again, but you're healing that side of yourself. But you just have to be careful as this terror comes up. The fire that is coming up in conjunction with that can overtake you if you let it. We have the Poet card that came up, which really speaks to the artistic nature or expressive nature of yourself. essentially what's kind of coming through is that you should indulge in the things, not that like just bring you joy necessarily, definitely those things, but like express yourself in ways that are more in tune with your creative side. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? You're not creating this art or these things for other people. You're doing it for yourself and for your healing. That's going to help you kind of focus on directing this flame, and keeping it controlled, not letting it consume you. You have to have an outlet. You can't heal and expect all these raw emotions to come up for yourself without having some sort of outlet to allow them to go. And then we have the mortality card, which is speaking to the death of your old self, of this part of you that has been consumed and controlled by the terror of this unhealed part of yourself. You know, sometimes these unhealed parts of ourselves can cause us so much anxiety and fear and feel like a weight sitting on our chest, and you can let it go. You can let it die. You don't need it anymore. You know, that doesn't mean that like you're going to be able to be the dough again, but you're creating something new. You are creating and allowing the version of yourself today, here in this moment, that you can be by moving through these motions and expressing yourself in the ways that you need to express yourself to get these things off your chest and allow the healing to really take place. Finally, last but not least, the messenger. I see this as like you being able to then kind of spread your message to other people. Not in the sense of like having to like spread the good word or something, so to speak, but like you're now able to share your story with other people and not feel that hurt, shame, guilt, or those upset feelings taking you over anymore. You can share and allow people to understand who you truly are after going through all of these emotions and going through the work, and it's freeing. You know, messenger is the bird because the bird can fly, and there's a freedom in that. And if you want your own personal reading, feel free to book with me. You know, otherwise I do a subscription kind of monthly or weekly depending on what you choose, and it's more of a collective based for those people signed up for that. That's more personalized. So